Morning. It's Hatspot System here. If I haven't even gone back and watched the videos from last night. I know we were extremely dissociated. We are still dissociated this morning. Honestly, we didn't sleep all night. We didn't. We wanted to go to sleep, but then we knew that we would just be tossing and turning all night long because we couldn't get comfortable because we had such a bad dissociation headache. Oh, and see, my arm just slipped. So it's something going on in the system that's having a malfunction, having a breakdown, mechanical issues, technological issues, architectural issues. I don't know. Spirit issues. I don't know. It's just weird that since we got triggered at Walmart with the littles and everything, and apparently who we were with, we felt comfortable enough to I guess become little. I don't know how it works. Put my white glasses on my NF hat. Yes. So yeah, we didn't sleep at all last night, which probably doesn't help the dissociation. But we were coloring and just writing and thinking about everything and dissociating a lot, just straight up headache, migraine to the max, which most people to the max, I get migraine so bad that I throw up, or I have to stay in the darkness and it still hurts. I'm like, yes, I know, I've been there. I hate throwing up. This system, this body, all of us collectively hate throwing up. So, I don't know, it's our whole system decided that we're not going to throw up, we're just going to have horrible, horrible, horrible headaches that we just have to deal with. You won't be able to sleep because you're going to be tossing. It's going to be hurting too bad. That's all you're going to be thinking about. So we knew that we had to do something to get our mind somehow back to normal, whatever that means, or big. I don't know. So much shit came out last night, though. Funny thing is, we were going to go to sleep. At some point, we had planned on it. It was around 12 o'clock, and we was like, oh, we'll go to sleep soon. And then we just kept coloring and dissociating. Then by the time we knew it was 2 something. So we were like, I guess it's probably time for us to put all this up and go to bed. Hopefully set an alarm and we'll wake up. But then a friend hit us up on Facebook. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, just chilling. Had a bad dissociation day. So we're not really sleeping. Can't decide if I want to sleep or what. And so he ended up coming over. And it was so good. We stayed up all night talking about all kind of shit. Getting lost in conversation. Then remembering conversation. And he's a singlet. So, his brain has to keep up with my DID brain. Because, like, I'll be in the middle of telling a story or something, and then I'll stop and be like, what was I saying? Where was I going with that? And, like, the other person that I was talking to will have to think back in their mind and remember the conversation when we just said it, and we literally don't remember it until they start talking about it, and then we remember it. Sometimes, not even all the time. So it's really awesome when you connect with those people that, you know, can accept you for who you are, no matter what you're diagnosed with. Okay, we have DID. So what? Refer to us as we sometimes, they, them. Sometimes it'll be I. Sometimes it'll be he. Sometimes it'll be she. Sometimes it's a mix of everything. Like, it's a mix of animals. It's a mix of full identities that, like, have a name or something. It's a unicorn that you're fucking talking to. Like, how do you fucking talk to a unicorn? I don't know. All I know is what the unicorn says. And then that's also where the dissociation comes from, because it's like coloring, for example. We've realized when we color, it's not me. There's not one choosing to color. So it's like all of them are looking at the picture, deciding what they want to do, and then voice it. So whoever is in the front and is the hearer, who can hear what they're voicing, does it. And then dissociates doesn't remember, like, why they colored that, or why they chose that color, or what. So that's interesting. Like, you know, we talk about dissociation, I think throughout our videos it has been seen, but, like, when you're in person, when you're in person with DID, it's different. Like, our littles are still stuck on being triggered at Walmart by this thing. Don't know why. Almost that it's like all of our littles that got frightened by our family, of course, that's why we have trauma. Oh no, they, like, completely went to the back somewhere. Like, the only one we could hear is pizza, and that's every now and then. And head rush right now. It was like last night when we saw this thing, all of our littles that were dormant and awakened that we knew about had, like, come straight to the front all at once. And then I feel like there were even some that was still dormant, sleeping, that still came to the front and acknowledged what that was. So major dissociation, which we're getting back now, I guess because we're talking about it, we might need to stop. I don't know what I'm trying to tell y'all. Or tell ourselves. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I want to say. I mean, the headache hasn't gone away. Hello. We're still here. It's the next morning. We haven't slept. We've had a migraine all night. We have a migraine this morning. Like, I don't know. We're still out doing what we need to do. We have a condition. But we still get up and do things. Yeah, we've switched different jobs. Of course, who doesn't do that? You know, who doesn't not switch a job every now and then? But with DID and not knowing it, just so many different jobs to apply to so many different identities, different alters, and us being like ADD and can't do the same thing for too long. Excuse me. Fuck you. To anybody out there who's like, oh, you just burped, you gotta say excuse me. Well, you know what? Burping actually used to be a compliment at the table that the food was good. So, when you come up into my house, you can burp. And I'd be like, nice one, Simba. You got it. Anyway, like the headaches from the dissociation, like you just go, like pass out and black out at any moment. And then hopefully an altar from a world or portal that we don't know about comes up and, you know, we'll say bye. You know, the Zap stem, Air stem, Zwick stem, Zima stem, and the V stem so far, and all the other stems along with it, along with those, and our skull stem that's been out for a while. Like, if dissociation starts to get that bad, like, to where, because dissociation now is just like, oh, I can't remember what I just said. Like, I know I'm a person, but I don't know. Well, I don't know. IDK is an alter in our system because it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm stuck. Like, I don't know. Nothing. So, where was it going with that? Yeah. So, like, if that's our dissociation, but it's gonna get worse because we're realizing it now. Like, we would black out as a child. Black out, come back, you know, so it's in pieces, which I know that the other alters carry now. So now they're awakening more, I guess. But if it's getting this bad, then it's a different world. It's a different place that we're not from their place. Like, we're gonna go black. We're gonna black out. And it's gonna be other alters. I really feel that. Like, and that's almost kind of scary to relinquish that control. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, yes. relinquish that control. But then that's like selfish, because then that's putting responsibilities that you don't want to take care of or can't handle and put it on another altar. So we're very discombobulated right now. Like, we really feel like it's a whole new world. It's a whole new village. It's a whole new city. It's a whole new country. It's a whole new planet. Like, it's a whole new something. It's either another altar awakening. That's what, like, another altar awakening, or it's gonna be to where hotspot system, the 5 main that you've known so far to host, Zyla, Riker, Skylar Faye, Blair, and V. Like, we're gonna go back, and we think it's gonna be black. Like, we think we're just gonna go into darkness, or maybe Lex will go into darkness and the rest of the altars will go to their places and rejuvenate, I guess. But then I also know that, like, Lex decided to come back from being, from blacking out and coming back and, like, watching ourselves and watch what we did for who knows how long, a day, 3 days, a week, 3 weeks, 3 months. I don't know if we've quite experienced that long in blackness. Being in the back, and then when you're in the back, in the blackness, it feels like no time has passed. So, when, like, you come back, you're like, wait, that wasn't long enough. I was there for, like, just a minute. And then when you come back to from blackness, again, it's dissociation. It's like you fainted and you're coming back to, and, discombobulated is the only other word that I can help you get to explain dissociation. How I can help you get to explain it, how I can best explain it to where you'll get it. Yeah. See? We're already messing up. I think I have to pee. But I'll wait till our friend comes out of the house, and then we can bring her to work, and maybe we can go pee there. We're hoping to get our head shaved today. We need a haircut so bad. Look at this, y'all. Let's talk about something else. I'm sure you can see it. Okay. This right here, look. I can put my side hairs in the back, in between my fingers, and I can pull on it. That's too long for the sides and the back. It's getting on my nerves when I sleep. I can't handle it. And the top, what do they call that? Interior and exterior. Yeah, but I can't remember which one is which. Zyla's not really close, so I don't know right now. Either the top of the head could be, I think the top of the head, like crown and everything and up, is the exterior, and then everything down is interior. If I can remember correctly, or it might be backwards, which is why I'm forgetting. I don't know. But yeah, so we need to get this shaved really bad, gone, want it gone, and this we just need a little trim and shape up, and hopefully get a little razor cut to it and make it look, a little bit more shaggy, like not so even. It's a little bit more out there, you know, how we are. We're a little bit out there, a little bit extra, a little bit wild. No big deal. We turn to like 5, 6 years old when we in Walmart and see a movie and a puzzle in a water bowl with it. Like, and then we dissociate and we like can't walk anymore, and we have to like literally hold on to the person that we're with. Like, hold on to you because we can't walk. Like, the dissociation is so bad, it's like on the verge of having a seizure. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it's like you're having a seizure, but you're fighting it, so you're staying awake. So you are seizing while being awake. You're having an awakened seizure? I didn't know. That's like the only way that I can explain dissociation. It's because, like, I'm getting a headache. It hurts right here because I'm trying to think about how to say it. I don't know if anybody's ever had a seizure who watches this. We've had a seizure before. Full-blown seizure. We woke up underneath in our subconscious. It's pretty much where I'm pretty sure we met our first altar. But it was actually really cool. Lex mixed with Riker right now to be able to talk about it. Lex loved it. Loves it. Would love to black out. That's why, like, this stem of the Hatspot system wants to relinquish control, but is scared to death too. Because Lex likes being in the darkness so much. I mean, for her it was so peaceful. There was no noise, there was nothing. There's nothingness, just forever nothing. Until we met somebody. So that was kind of scary. So that's what brought us out of our seizure. But to remember the feeling of being there in the darkness and just nothing. Nothingness. Like, you don't know if you were standing up, if you were laying down, and it didn't matter. You just floating. Like in water, in the darkness, just floating, being carried. Lex enjoys that way too much being there. We haven't had another full-blown seizure like that since. We know that we do have an altar in our system that is named seizure, so we know that at any time. I mean, we could have a seizure, but then that would be like us going to the back of the headspace and other stems coming forward. So technically, seizure is never out, but always out at the same time because of dissociation. Because, like, then all of us that are here now will go back, and that will be like, you know, we had a seizure, we went dark, we passed out, we fainted, we blacked out, you know. And the other stems get to present And it's like, because of seizure that came out, let them out, we came to the back. So seizure, like, is always out and never out. Like, because always having alters awaken to keep care of the individual body and the life and the soul. I don't know where I was going with that, but like, so if a part of a stem we go black or whatever, and other ones come out that like we're really not gonna remember, like we won't know them. Oh, that's scary. It really is. And if they're on the other side, you know, talking to seizure and kind of saying the same thing, you know, that they're afraid. Maybe they're afraid to take that control that we don't want to relinquish. Like, we're holding on to the reins, we don't want to relinquish it, and they are like holding their fist closed. They don't want to grab it. They don't want to be open and ready to grab. You know, like whenever you're running PE, whatever, you go past the torch and it's like for the big what do you call it, Olympics and stuff, but you do it in PE too. You know, maybe they're scared, as we are, scared to relinquish. They are afraid to take over. Either way, we're all still here. We're gonna be here. We're never gonna leave. We're either dormant or we are awake. Or we're somewhere in between. Dissociation. It's really hot, so I'm still in my car. This has been like almost a 30-minute video. I don't even know what I've been talking about. Still dissociation from last night. That's all I can say. Still a headache. My headache was so bad we actually got to look at the sun. And like, we got to look at the sun and we just stared at it for a while. It was beautiful. Saw the whole circle and like the light around it. It was beautiful. And it like, it helped our head. It helped us get back a little bit here. Like, our headache was that bad. Like, sometimes, like, we can't have that light because it hurts so bad. But sometimes, like the sun, that light is so bright that if you, like, for us, if we stare at it, it, like, helps our head so much. Like, I don't know why. So today, I mean, it really did. It, like, it's beautiful. And yeah, we've been just trying to keep it together and hold it together. Yeah, from still dissociating. We've got a couple errands to run. Hopefully, actually hoping that we remember to do them. Yeah. So, alright. Bringing our friend to work. This has officially been like a 30-minute video. Peace out, hotspot system. We love you. We love us. We love you.